So as a kid, I had a children's book I'm pretty sure no one else ever had. Can you take a guess as to what it is? It involves magic, a man dressed as a rainbow man, and kids learning about love. It's called The Magical Rainbow Man and the Journey of Love. Yes, this exists. There are no words to describe this, so I'm just going to read a few of the pages to you. If you want to, you can skip that part and get to the place where I talk about my experiences and the history of it. It is said that the Rainbow Man comes from the skies whenever there is a moment of love on earth. He is a magical being who especially loves children and brings with him all the beautiful colors as gifts to give. One afternoon, as Misha, Jacob, and Sandra were playing in the park, the Rainbow Man appeared. "Do you hear that?" Jacob wondered, hearing first a soft tinkling like glass bells ringing, and then a harp song that sounded as if an angel in heaven was playing. "Look!" exclaimed Misha. "Look!" With a swoosh, a radiant white ball of light glimmered down from the skies, and, as it landed before them, it shattered into a million tiny drops of colors. And there stood the Rainbow Man. "I wish to take you to the land of colorful love," he said softly, and scooped up the children in his wide, billowy arms. He must have known already that they had wanted to go, but they were too amazed to even speak. He kidnapped them, just like every kid in every 80s and 90s cartoon. They get to the rainbow. What's interesting is that on every single page, there's a double-page spread of each of the colors of the rainbow. And they each tell a 4-part stanza that rhymes, and followed by one of the kids responding to what they heard on all 7 of these double-page spreads. There is the color of red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. "Now you must return," all the beings said. "Go back to your world of yellow, green, and red, of violet and orange and indigo and blue, and remember those colors that speak to you. And whenever you see a rainbow in the sky above, remember it is telling you all to love." The Rainbow Man glided the children into his arms and flashed them toward the earth. Misha, Jacob, and Sandra felt as if their hearts were filled with colored sparkling jewels, and they were racing toward home to give them all away. Such treasures they had. It is not so hard for you to love each other here on earth, but everyone has forgotten, haven't they? "We can help the remember," exclaimed Misha joyfully. "Yes, you can help," the Rainbow Man's eyes twinkled. "Do you know what happens when people see rainbows?" "They always say, 'Oh, how beautiful!'" remarked Jacob. "Yes," said the Rainbow Man, "and suddenly their hearts open and they feel how truly beautiful they are, and everyone else and the whole world." You've learned much about love from the beings of the rainbow, but a rainbow doesn't appear in the sky every day to remind the people. So you must be like little rainbows, colors of love to shine upon all you meet. He gave them a sparkly crystal to hang in their windows. "Ooh," they all murmured. "Now when the sun peeks through your window every morning and sends a beam through the crystal, you'll see the rainbow dancing on your wall. then you will remember. We thought this was really cool, being only like 3 or 4 years old, because it was a sparkling little jewel in the middle of a book you weren't expecting. Of course, also growing up, we had the little prisms that were about that, a little bit bigger than what's depicted here, that you hang on your windows, and of course the light shines through, reflecting rainbows on your walls, pretty much just like the story here tells you. And they tell everybody, he says goodbye, but oh my god! We always thought this was a weird, it's the big Rainbow Man face, right in your face. Anyway, one more thing, he called down to them, smiling. When it is cloudy and you can't see a rainbow anywhere, that is the best time to love. What's interesting is also there is a coloring page on the back I'm pretty sure we destroyed as a kid. You can also send $3 shipping and handling for a free poster or even some stickers. It also includes a postcards here. Apparently you can send them in and get more information and all this other stuff. And there's an ad for one of her other books. And that's the Magical Rainbow Man. So my sisters and I grew up with these books as little kids, like really little kids. This was made in 1981, the year before I was born. I don't know how or where my mom found this, but that's what we had. We definitely liked it as kids, but we definitely all made fun of it together when we were in high school. One look at this book, what's interesting is you can see that the children are actually Asian, black, and white. Something I thought was pretty different for books at that time. What's interesting about the book, though, is it started out saying, an illustrated story through Shahastra. Now, Shahastra is the author, so either this is bad English, or we actually are going through the artist's mind, and Magical Rainbow Man is actually her subconscious. But either way, you know it's not a typo because it's right here on the side of the book. It actually says, an illustrated story through Shahastra. Of course, every single letter is in one of the colors of the rainbow too, making this one of those books on the shelf that's going to be really hard to find when you're looking for it. Looking back at the cover, it's easy to gloss over, but the colors are actually very bright. And there's also this cool gold engraving in the lettering, the necklace, and the headdress. Now, it actually looks like it was handmade. That's not saying anything bad about it. I'm just saying that most books that you see don't normally look like they put that much effort into making it. So one of the things I wanted to know about is, now that I'm older, who is Shahastra? Well, I tried to look on Wikipedia just to see if that existed. No entries for either Rainbow Man or her. But when I went to Amazon.com, I found one of the books. Look, there was one copy of this book available on Amazon. And it was $56 used. But then I saw there was also another one called Rainbow Man, and one with the subtitle Journey of Love and one without. But they're both the same thing. That's just people not bothering to check on Amazon and see that it already exists before making it again. Now, there are actually 3 cover variations to this. Apparently there was a 1996 reprint cover and some other cover, but mine seems to be the rarest. It's really hard to find online because it's the 1981 or the original version. Ooh, what's this? This says the Crystal Goddess and it has the Rainbow Man on the cover. Quick, what's that over there? Shahastra also wrote and drew The Missing Energy, Invisible World, as well as a coloring book called From My Heart. I was able to discover that she actually had a personal website up, and much to my astonishment, she's still living at the same address in California 30 years later. And she's still crafting. Just look at this description on her website. Zubin invented a geometric chamber where one can experience a dimensional integration of visuals, color, sound, and aroma. And listen to this! The culmination of their work together and their crowning jewel is The Walk, an immersive environmental experience in the form of a contemplative, self-guided journey through an enchanted wood, open to the public by appointment. Why don't I live in California? This thing looks awesome! When we were much older, we used to look back at this book and make fun of it, but we also were like, aw, the crystal's gone, because it had fallen out of the book and probably got thrown away by accident, so it had been missing for years. Now, one Christmas, my sisters and I gathered around the tree, and we were all in high school to college, and we all opened up one gift at the same time. And can you guess what that was? My three sisters and I, all four of us received our own copy of The Magical Rainbow Man and the Journey of Love. It's always nice to see a creator still working away and doing what they love, but I also wonder just how much Magical Rainbow Man sold and how many people even know about it. You can tell Shahastra really believed in this story, and it was really something she wanted to put to words. But hopefully other people know of this story because it's a great story for young children as it teaches them about love and shows them lots of pretty colors. You know what, I have a copy, and I'm pretty sure if I saw it on some shelf, picked it up, I wouldn't even look through it. Or maybe I would just out of curiosity. But I'd most likely make fun of it and then just walk away. But you know what? If you were to make fun of it, I'm going to defend it. Because it isn't just the book I'm defending. It's those positive childhood memories. What's interesting is that indigo actually has the Rainbow Man interject saying that it is a truly rare color. So I don't really know what the meaning of that part is.